tacos of pastor, tacos bistec.
Lots of meat.
Tongue, brains, eye, cheek, all mixed together.
Oh, awesome messiness. Are you going for it?
Of course.
¿Por qué no?
Feeling the heat already?
Yeah, fire.
My feet are getting sweaty just standing here. It makes me wonder how many people have jumped. Wonder what that would sound like.
Trying to roll my R's. Chicharrón de queso. Not bad, right?
No.
For a gringo. Salud. I'd only be in Mexico City for 4 days, so I decided to forego all the time-sucking tourist traps, like the pyramids and canals, and focused on what mattered to me most, food. My mission? To taste a culinary cross-section of the city, to sample a bit of everything from down and dirty street tacos to modern Mexican cuisine. On this episode, I start off easy at a popular franchise. Then, it's literally up to the eyeballs when I eat parts from a cow's head at one of the most popular taco stands in the city. To help me sort through all the great gastronomic ideas here, I brought in help from Mexican friends. Manny, who I met in Tulum, and Adolfo, who I partied with in Acapulco. Both know the city well, and both insisted I visit the place, if for no other reason than to eat here. Salud.
This is Rueda Taquera. This is like a taco sampler.
It's 5 tacos of pastor, 5 tacos of bistec.
Perfect. Lots of meat. All right, I'm going for the pastor first. ¿Y por qué no? I begin this culinary tour not unlike Goldilocks, not with real street food and not with fancy modern fare, but right in the middle at this place, Taquearte in Cabeza, one of about a dozen locations in the city. It's a sort of fast casual place that's perfect for catching up with friends like these guys. And it was a good warm-up lap before I got into the real serious street food. I think it's a good baseline taco to start out with here.
Yeah.
It's not like super authentic. It's not super franchisey. It's not the McDonald's of tacos. No. It's what? The Chipotle of...
It is, yeah.
The Chipotle of street tacos in Ciudad de Mexico. Very good.
Then you gotta do some pineapples.
Pineapple on that?
Only for pastor.
Only for pastor?
Yeah, this is for pastor.
Okay. This was also a great place to brush up on taco tactfulness. For instance, it can be considered a sin at some places to put lime or limon on your pastor tacos, like putting A1 on a steak. On the other hand, you don't want to leave off the pineapple.
There was actually a meme about it.
About putting salsa on there.
Putting lime.
The pineapple, is that a Mexico City thing?
No, it's regular with pastor. Well, it comes from
Lebanon, right?
yeah Arabic customs, and well, at the end it's like kebab. Like well, that whole thing just roasting its way slowly round and round, but we've embraced it in a different way, and I will actually use lime.
You're breaking the rule and putting the lime on them.
At the end, it's a matter of taste, right?
Fiery, it's sweet, meaty. As with every other adventure I've had in Mexico, this one turned into a Spanish language lesson. What is it called?
Chicharrón de queso.
Chicharrón?
Chicharrón.
Chicharrón de queso.
Yeah.
Correcto?
Yeah.
Trying to roll my R's. Chicharrón de queso. Chicharrón de queso. Not bad, right?
No.
For a gringo.
Your Spanish was dead on. Repeat that.
My Spanish was dead on. Chicharrón de queso.
Perfect.
Bistec taco. A little onion, cilantro, my favorite, fiery habanero. As Manny will tell you, I like the hot stuff.
He does, man. He can handle some habanero.
Oh yeah, I feel it already.
Feel the heat already?
Yeah. Definitely feeling the heat. Fire. Fire. It's like I just snorted wasabi.
Not for the faint of heart.
That's a lot of habanero sauce on there. Why so much habanero sauce?
Because it's fun, it's delicious, I don't know.
Mexicans don't turn red as quickly as Americans do.
Wait 30 seconds for it.
Yeah.
He'll get there.
Awesome mess. Oh, awesome messiness. I'm eating tacos like Adolfo drinks tequila. Pouring them in. Dinner concluded in true Mexican fashion, with a bottle of tequila or two at the table.
Cheers.
Cheers
All of it. Shit, man.
to Mexico City and good friends. We finished my first night in Mexico City at a speakeasy hidden behind the Marriott in the Reforma district. The place had a chill vibe, a good crowd, and super crafty cocktails. The perfect recipe for a major hangover. On the first night, I scored a free Courtyard by Marriott in the Revolution neighborhood for 15,000 Bonvoy points. I woke up with the hangover I expected and a possible case of vertigo. Mexico City, I was coming to find out, is a very vertical place.
So we're at the Courtyard by Marriott in Mexico City, Revolution. And it's odd, you know, the windows in these hotels are like childproof. You can't open them far enough to jump out since it's a high-rise building. But I mean, my feet are getting sweaty just standing here. It makes me wonder how many people have jumped. You gotta figure someone's done it, right? Or like some drunk, rowdy group of friends came back, got out of the elevator and just kind of toppled over. Wow. Wonder what that would sound like.
On my second day in the city, it was time to take off the taco training wheels. So Manny and I headed out to El Borrego Viudo for their famous tacos de cabeza, parts from a cow's head. My food tour was about to take a sharp left turn.
We have pastor, suadero, which is like soft meat, longaniza, which is like a kind of chorizo. We also have tongue, brains, eye, cheek, all mixed together. So there's a bit of everything.
So what is the mixto version of tongue, cheek, brain, and eye?
El surtido, ¿qué más trae? O sea,
El surtido es un poco de todo de la cabeza.
yeah, it's basically just all the head mixed together.
Are you going for it?
Of course.
Surrounded by giant piles of stewing, grilling, and roasting meat, I could see why Manny and most locals consider this a must on any taco tour of Mexico City.
Con todo y salsa.
Simon,
¿Cuál es tu favorito?
Pastor y suadero.
it's not like an everyday thing, because I mean, tacos for a start, but it's definitely something that whenever someone comes over, you'll want to show them around and have some cabeza.
So which is which?
Pastor, suadero, y surtida.
This
The
is
mix.
This
Yeah,
is
the
the
mixed
mix
one, yeah.
of the brain
Yeah.
and the cheek and the tongue and the eye. And how do we do it? Just a little,
Dive in, man.
just like that?
Yep.
Okay, you're witnessing it, folks. First time on camera. Cow's cheek, tongue, brain, eye. Mixto.
Yep.
It is. It's succulent, right? It's very
Soft, very
gushy,
greasy,
very gushy and greasy.
jumpy.
Okay.
Gracias.
Rounding out our late morning breakfast were tacos al pastor and taco suadero, the only taco to originate in Mexico City, and probably the most common. Suadero comes from thin cuts of meat on the lower parts of the animal and has a super smooth texture.
This is the classical pastor. It's not tainted as it usually is. More or less traditional way. And this over here, it's suadero. This is like a soft meat.
Mystery meat.
Mystery meat, but yeah, mystery soft, delicious meat.
Wow, perfect hangover 3-pack. Mystery meat's not bad.
The tacos at El Borrego Viudo were both a religious experience and a sinfully guilty pleasure. And fittingly, there's a Catholic shrine out in back of the place, just in case you need to pay penance. In the next chapter from Mexico City, my friend Elizabeth joins us to visit another famous taco stand at Mercado de Jamaica. I score a 1,000 square foot luxury suite at the St. Regis for less than $200, and I try the food of one of the world's top chefs at the highly rated Maximo Bistro. Subscribe and stay tuned.